Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to the channel. My name is Dalton. I'm a travel photographer and I make weekly videos to teach you how to become a better photographer. So yesterday I was out shooting, I was taking some photos at the beach, and as I was looking through my photos, I realized they all kind of looked kind of dull. They all kind of looked the same. They were all shot similar compositions, and there just wasn't a lot of creativity. They just weren't that great of photos. And I thought to myself, well, why is this the case? Like, I've always identified myself as like a pretty decent photographer. Why are my photos so boring right now? And I think because of the lockdown, I haven't really been going out. I haven't really been shooting much. I haven't shot in a long time. And when you do that, when you don't shoot in a long time, you kind of start to fall back on old principles. You kind of forget some of those things that make you a good photographer, and you kind of start to go backwards in terms of talent. One of my most recent videos here on YouTube was the 5 most common mistakes that beginner photographers make. And one of those mistakes is shooting everything at eye level, shooting everything from like one perspective and just not thinking outside the box in terms of composition and not coming up with unique and interesting compositions. That is one of the mistakes that I was making while I was out shooting yesterday. I wasn't thinking outside the box. Now, I wasn't coming up with creative and unique compositions. I was just shooting everything at face value, and it was really plain, and all the photos just looked the same and they just looked kind of plain. So today in this video, I'm gonna be doing an exercise that I do every few years, and it's an exercise that I recommend for all of my photography students because it's so important in helping you learn how to think outside the box and how to take more interesting compositions. This exercise alone is so important for helping you learn how to better compose your shots and how to just nail the composition better in all your photos that you take in the future. You can sit in a room and talk about all these different compositional topics all day long, and it might help you, but actually going out and shooting and really just getting creative with it is gonna be the best thing that you can do to improving your composition skills. So the activity we're gonna be doing today is taking a simple, normal, everyday object from around our house and taking 50 different photos of it. Now, what you're gonna wanna do is place that object in one place and then don't move it at all. Don't touch it, don't turn it, just leave it right in place. And you're gonna be moving around the subject and taking 50 different compositions. You can get closer to it, you can get further from it, you can shoot it from above, from below, from the side, everywhere. Just try to get as creative as possible and take as many compositions as you can. Now, don't shoot something that's really complex and it's gonna be easy for you to just like focus on different parts of that object to shoot it. I want you to find a really simple object like a cup of coffee. This is fantastic because it's not that interesting, and I'm not relying on the subject to make the photo good, right? I'm just shooting it because it's an object there and it's gonna force me to get creative with my perspective in order to make the shots look good. Now, this isn't an exercise that's necessarily gonna yield you a bunch of really cool photos. Like, I'm taking a picture of a cup of coffee on a wooden table. There's no props, there's none of that. It's just a simple, straightforward photo. The purpose of this is to get the most from the exercise, not to necessarily come away with amazing photos. So don't try to go outside and do this to a landscape. It's not gonna work. It's too hard to take 50 different photos of a landscape. And don't go outside and try to shoot your car either, because it's very, very easy to take 50 photos of a car because there's so many little things that you can focus on. So shoot something simple, put it down in your house, walk around it, and try to take 50 different compositions. So I'm gonna finish this cup of coffee, brew up a new one, head downstairs, and that is where we're gonna take these 50 different photos. I'm gonna walk you guys through exactly how I do it, give you some tips, and then hopefully inspire you to go out and take these photos as well, because like I said, this is such an amazing exercise for improving your composition. So enough talking, guys, let's head downstairs and get this done. Okay guys, so I got everything set up over here. As you can see, it's pretty simple. I just have a coffee mug. I filled it back up with coffee. I didn't want to shoot an empty mug. I thought that was kind of weird. And then I have this nice kind of round, simple table. And I think the simpler the setup is, the better. Like I said, you don't want to rely too much on your subject for this, because then it's defeating the purpose. If you shoot a car, there's so many ways you could shoot a car. Don't shoot a car. If you shoot something like this, it's very, very simple, and you really have to stretch your mind to come up with unique and interesting compositions. So I'm actually shooting with the 55mm f1.8 lens now. I think this is just a better lens to shoot still life coffee like this. And I'm just gonna start moving around, capturing a bunch of different photos. So the goal for this is to shoot 50 photos, but if you're finding that too easy, you can do 100. I mean, you can easily do 100 as well. You just really need to think outside the box. So I'm gonna shoot here. I'm gonna use the 55, and I'm really gonna be trying to adjust my perspective as much as I can. Perspective means like where I am in accordance to the subject. So I'm gonna move closer, step back, I'm gonna shoot from outside, I'm gonna shoot for all these different angles, I'm gonna shoot from above, I'm gonna shoot from below, and that is really gonna allow us to come up with some interesting compositions. So let's just start off at the top here and just take some really basic compositions here. And as always, you guys already know I'm shooting in aperture priority because aperture priority is awesome. And I don't have to worry about the camera settings because the camera is going to take care of everything. You can also get like multiple compositions just from the same angle by just moving your camera a little bit. So I can take one here, and I can take one to the side and the other side. That's 3 compositions without moving at all. I'm just moving the camera a little bit. The great thing about this activity is you really start to come up with new ways of seeing things. Like now I'm stepping back and then I can go outside and shoot from here. And another cool thing that you notice when you're doing this activity is how lighting is gonna affect your composition. So in this environment, we have a lot of different light sources because we're kind of like outside a little bit. So there's light from there, there's light from here, and it's creating a nice even lighting environment. But in a lot of situations, you're gonna be shooting and you're gonna move from one side of the object to the other, and it's gonna be a completely different image because the lighting is so radically different. Now, I wasn't exactly counting, but I think we probably got about 50 different compositions. So you guys have probably already seen them. So you've seen how they look. Some of them are pretty cool, some of them are pretty basic. And I think that's what's gonna happen. You know, you're gonna be taking a bunch of different compositions. Some of them are gonna be cool. Some of them are gonna be a little bit basic and not that great. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Like I said, this is an activity that I like to do every few months because it just helps me reignite my creativity after it kind of falls into a lull. And that happens to everybody, that happens to the best of us. You can't just be super, super creative all the time. Like you're gonna go through ruts, you're gonna have ups, you're gonna have downs, and that's totally okay. This is an activity that I like to do to kind of help climb out of those lulls and really start thinking outside the box and getting creative again. So I really urge you guys to do this. Shoot anything, shoot something simple. Like I said, like you can shoot fruit, you could shoot a cup of coffee, you could shoot a ball. You can literally shoot anything as long as it's not too complex because you're gonna get the most out of this activity if the object is simple. But that is about it, guys. I'm gonna drink this cup of coffee. This is my 3rd cup of coffee for the day, but I can't just waste it. I can't just waste this great, beautiful cup of coffee. I'm gonna drink this. I'm gonna take a look at some of these images, edit some of them, and probably share some of them in the Facebook groups. If you guys haven't joined the Photography Collective Facebook group, be sure to do that. There's a link in the description. In that group, we like to share photos, get feedback from each other, and just share tips and tricks about just how to take better photos and about the business side of photography, so anything kind of photography related. So if you guys are interested in joining that group, go ahead and click the link in the description. We'd love to have you as part of the group. But thanks again, guys. I hope you enjoyed the content, and I will see you next Friday.